What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I'm no longer a young man. I'm a middle-aged jigger, hairline receding. But I do look at my analytics, and a lot of you brothers are between the ages of 25 to 34. And even if you are a guy my age or older, it's always good to have a refresher course, because many of us as black men, we can easily fall back into simping, especially with a woman that we are attracted to, right? Let me just tell on myself. There's this one chick, man, I dealt with her for like 7 years. When I tell you that her booty, it can go from here, let's say to Tanzania, it was like that. I mean, top, bottom, face, booty clapping sounds was amazing. But you know, the lady just never listened. And some of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And she just never would really respect me the way I wanted it to. She would come back and say she's sorry. She would, give me the cheeks again, have the same issues again. Then I find myself getting mad at her, arguing with her, when I thought things were gonna change because I'm a special guy. And the reality is, to her, I wasn't a special guy, because if I was, she wouldn't be doing it, right? And a lot of us want to think that we're special. We do. As men, we're special, and we are special. You are special. But you're most likely the most special to yourself. Maybe your mother or one of your kids. Nobody else really gives a damn about you that much. This is Darius Jackson's issue, all right? Darius Jackson has had a tumultuous relationship with Keke Palmer. And the reason why it's not going to work out, because Darius Jackson, in Keke Palmer's eyes, is a loser. I'm going to tell you why I felt like that. Because Keke Palmer, beautiful young lady, she came from Chicago, mother and father still together, was a Hollywood star, singer, actress. But because of the way that Keke Palmer looks at the world, nobody wants to deal with her, right? We're going to be honest. A lot of ladies that are beautiful, that have what it takes, the way that they've grown up, if they have you can have the right parent, but the right parent that can love you can put you into the wrong relationship, because there are some people who are good parents, but they're not parents that get you to be with somebody and get along. Her mother is not the kind of mother-in-law I want to deal with, right? So because Keke Palmer comes from that sort of modern era, she is open to men and women. Her uncle, from what I understand, was also in the LGBTQ movement, but died of AIDS, something like that. So she sees the world a little different, okay? Which is okay, nothing wrong with that. But for Darius Jackson, a young man that wants to be a man, run the family, it's not gonna work well when you have a lady that's making more money than you, right? So they went through this whole ordeal. And it got so bad that her mom dropped this.
Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter, and he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest boy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a boy and you're a part of the problem.
So that's the mom going off, at his brother, calling his brother abusive, Sharonis Jackson. Then there was the whole videotape incident where, she was, at her house. Now she's calling all of these things off. All right. These things are off. There's a truce now. There's no more legality getting into it. There's a truce. You want to know why there's a truce? There's no more protective custody. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, they got a kid. And second of all, there is nobody on God's green earth that is in her earning class that will put up with a lady like Keke Palmer. I'm sorry. We have to explain why a lot of these beautiful, high-powered ladies are single. No man with money wakes up in the morning and says, that Keke Palmer lady, I want to deal with that. That's what I want to come home to every day. I want to deal with her. I want to deal with her mother. That's what I'm looking for. Nobody wants to do that. She probably has tried. And again, this is Keke Palmer likes women too. So it's an opportunity for her to do that. And still, she's going to get back with the baby daddy. Why? Because it's not many other opportunities for her. That's why. And this is what needs to be understood. We're going to see this the same thing happen with a lot of these boss chicks. B. Simone is the same thing. And a lot of ladies have to be content because of what they choose as an attitude preference, how they're going to live their life. Some ladies are going to have to be able to afford a guy. Well, we got to be honest, because first of all, we live in a world now where women can do everything that men can do for the most part. Not physically, but they can do a lot of the things in the private sector. They can demand the same level of education. In fact, they're getting even more education. Okay. So if you want to have an attitude where you want to do whatever you want to dress however you want to act however you want, and you want a man to just basically be okay with that, be able to afford to take care of the guy that you want. And when you look at Darius Jackson, hey, he's a guy that's not as successful as her. Maybe her preference, what she likes physically, might be good for her in bed. Hey, that's what it's probably going to be. And as long as a lot of ladies are okay with that in the future, that this may be your outcome, because let me tell you something. In order to give, you got to get. Let me just say this. For me personally, a lot of guys who have worked hard, we have worked many years of our life. We want to say inadvertently, without knowing, subconsciously, we have done so to be able to pretty much, one of the spoils of hard work is dating a beautiful woman. That's what it is. Okay? That's what it is. Dating a beautiful lady. Now, you're going to have to be also at a certain point, romantic, spend money on women, take your time out and take them nice places. Try to figure out what they like in order to get the kind of ladies you want. It takes a whole lot of work to be a man that can take care of a woman. It's a lifelong dream. And if you want a woman that's going to be your weight in gold, and you want her to be there and have access to her, it's not easy. It's going to take you some good work. What we have not told ladies is that if you do whatever you feel like doing, regardless of how beautiful you are, unless you're extremely beautiful and lucky, you need to be like Lori Harvey lucky, you're going to have to pay for a guy that you want. Because you're not going to get the guy you want financially. That'll be out. So if you can't get the guy you want financially, you're going to have to pay for the guy that you want physically. Which, it's a lot of guys out there that are willing, listen to what I'm saying, to take you up on that offer. Hey, yeah, there's some guys out there that'll be like, you know what? Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I'll deal with her. It's no problem with me. She looks good. I'll take it. And if you're okay with that, let it be so. Let it be so. Let it be that you're a lady that's okay with paying for a man. And if you feel like that's fine, that's where you need to be. And then don't get mad and say, well, I'm not taking care of no dude. I'm above that. Are you? Are you really? Because if you were above that, you would have attracted that. Keke Palmer attracted this guy at the height in her physical prime. Still very beautiful. She likes white guys, likes women, is not biased to anything. No one will stay there and put up with that. What does that say? And she's going back to the guy because she dropped all the stuff. Why? No more opportunities out there. And then a lot of times I hear ladies blame men. Oh, these guys are broke. These guys are cheap. These guys are this. No, hold on, honey. What about your disposition? Like, you got to be able to give something to get the man that you want. As much as us as men have given everything to get the things that we want, whether it's some guys as women, some guys it's a career, some guys it's a business. You got to sacrifice for that. Where's your sacrifice? And if you don't sacrifice that relationship part, you don't want to sacrifice the part of being feminine, being able to know what a man wants, and do what you need to do. Pay for a guy. Okay? Your opportunities will be very limited. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all you do, the bell. We're out.